Hello, flower friends. This is Jen, and you're listening to the Floral Hustle podcast. On this week's episode, we're going to talk about 5 things that you can do, that you can take action on to book a wedding this week. And a lot of them are simpler than you think, but so many people, so many florists, so many humans in general struggle with doing the basics every day. And part of doing the basics every day is consistency. When you're consistently doing things, when you're consistently showing up in your business, things happen. There are no really overnight successes in at least in my life. All of my success was because I was consistent, I did the work, and I knew that this wasn't going to be easy. I didn't just say this isn't happening, so I didn't give up. I did things every day to make sure that I was moving towards my goals. I was moving towards my ideal life. So, what do these things look like? First, number 1, I know this seems obvious, but I often hear about people not doing this. And that is to follow up on your past estimates. If you spent the time to interact with this person via email, to set up a consultation, to do an estimate, and then never follow up with them, that is one big waste of time. And I know that it seems like, well, if they're interested, they should reach out. That is not the case. Some people want to be courted. Some people want to have somebody showing them that they really want their business, that their business is important, that they're excited about their wedding. So make sure you are following up. It is so easy, but so critical because some people take a little bit longer to make decisions. And I would follow up at least 2 to 3 times. And that 2 to 3 times is really, I think, a minimum because sometimes people get busy. Sometimes people are just, maybe took a break from wedding planning, or maybe they were waiting for another estimate. And that timing, you want to be in the front of their brain. And so if you're following up, you're going to be there. All right, number 2, and this also seems very simple, but it's surprisingly effective. I've had myself as well as clients that I've done one-on-one coaching with. And it's simple as making a graphic in Canva for your Instagram posts, your Instagram stories, to make a short reel out of, saying that you have 2023 and 2024 availability. And then if you're posting it in your stories, you put a link to your inquiry form. You are just throwing it out there that you have availability. And if you want to put some scarcity around that I have availability, please reach out now. I'm taking less weddings next year, or whatever you want to say, put that out there and show people, hey, I'm available. This is how you do business with me. If you want to take that to the next level, make graphics that show how they can work with you. Like, what are the steps to work with you? Step 1, fill out an inquiry form. Step 2, do some type of short form answering questions. Step 3, let's set up a consultation. Step 4, I provide an estimate. Step 5, I send you a contract for you to book. Super easy, simple, but very effective, and just putting it out there. This is how you work with me. This is how you inquire with me, and I am available. Number 3, put some type of offer on social media, in your email newsletters, whatever it is. Put an offer out there that says, hey, I'm running a special of getting a free toss bouquet, getting $100 off your wedding order, getting a reduced delivery fee. Whatever you want that offer to be, just put that offer out there. That offer is something that could spur somebody to take action. And you want, obviously, especially if you want to book a wedding this week, you want people to be taking action. So putting some scarcity around an offer is a way for people to do that. because then you can also circle back with all those people that might not have said yes. Say, hey, I was just thinking about you and your beautiful wedding flowers. And I have a special right now. If you want to book, I'll give you $100 off, whatever. So putting an offer out there and saying this offer expires, hopefully will get people to take action and the action that you are desiring. And then our next is, and I know that this seems like to many a very big task, but that is to launch an a la carte flowers package. A la carte flowers to me is one of the easiest ways for you to have pricing transparency. If you've listened to the podcast, I've talked in depth about this. That pricing transparency makes it very easy for you to communicate your value proposition out in the world. It makes it very easy for people to do business with you. And this could be a very simple process. And I think in last week's mini-sode, I actually talked about launching. So I think that is mini episode 49. I'm talking about how to do this whole process, but simply you could make a brochure, you could make a online catalog on your website of common go-to wedding items for people to do a complete transaction on your website or to do that transaction via email, and then you are sending them an electronic invoice. These are streamlined items, streamlined color palettes, so you're not doing any customization. And this is something to get out there and talk about if you've done something. Not very many florists have an a la carte flowers program. This is a unique selling proposition. And if you have that unique selling proposition, is something to talk about. Hey, connect with me, send me this, an email, or send out our contact us form, and I will send you a brochure with pricing. That hook alone gets people to interact with you. So go and spend that time. And I honestly, you could spend a few hours and have a la carte floral program completely hashed out. You could pull from your library of photos that you've already taken, or you can plan a very quick and very low-key photo shoot. I did mine from my studio. I have a large 4x8 sheet of plywood that I put a texture backdrop on. I use that as my backdrop. And I went to the wholesaler in Trader Joe's and I created my whole a la carte floral program in a day of putting together all the content. So that is such an easy thing for you to do and so worth it because you have something to talk about. You have something really unique to put out there. And it is something that somebody can take action on to either reserve the date to do this program with you or to just flat out buy those items. And then number 5, if you want to book a wedding right away, reach out to planners. And I've talked about this repeatedly on the podcast as well, but you never know when you are going to connect with a planner that has someone at this very moment looking for wedding flowers. And they can send that connection your way. You can put an estimate, you could book it. And if you have an a la carte flowers package, even easier for that transaction to occur. I personally want to reach out to a planner and add value to them. And so when I'm reaching out, I'm telling them about my a la carte flowers program. I'm sending them a brochure. I'm doing something that is differentiating me. I also have done little blitzes where I'm sending them in the mail my brochure that is printed on color. I sent them some coffee and a mug with my logo on it and said, let's meet for virtual coffee. So this is a really easy way for you to get in front of somebody, have them normally opening something from you on social media and tagging you, and then hopefully connecting with you. And so you can have virtual coffee, get in front of them, show them how lovable you are, show them how knowledgeable you are, show them what type of person you are, and build a relationship with them. Relationships sell weddings. Relationships really are a foundation of any wedding business, because when you're collaborating with other wedding professionals, you're getting in front of their 30 brides that they're doing a year potentially, instead of hunting down on Instagram to find one relevant bride. So I hope this episode was helpful. These 5 tips are something that you should just automatically implement in your business on a weekly basis, that you're really connecting with people in the wedding industry. You're following up with your people. You are putting unique offers out there. You are talking that you are available. Build that into a rotation into your social media strategy. And all of this work consistently will pay off in the end. You will be building the dream business that you've always wanted. You will be attracting clients with your dream budgets. As long as all of your content out there is supporting your communication, everything is supporting the business that you want to build, it will come. Thank you so much for listening, Flower Friend, and you have an amazing flower-filled week.